Look, man, anybody who follows Danny010 on Twitter or my Facebook feed knows I've been anti-Trump from jump.
Right.
Rhyming when I'm not trying.
You've done it a couple times.
Have I? It happens, right?
You have. I heard you speaking in pattern.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah, you have.
Can't help it. Yeah, I've been anti-Trump from jump. So, shit, I've said a lot of stuff on my social media feed. And it's not stuff that you even need to guess what it is, because I think most of us feel the same way. What I love about Eminem, first of all, being one of my favorite lyricists, is that, and I've heard a lot of people come out against Eminem, which I think is crazy, because, here's the thing. I'm a firm believer. Chris Godrocks knows this about me. If I have an issue with someone or somebody or whoever it might be, chances are you'll hear me rhyme about it. That's what I do.
Right.
So to me, for Eminem to have rhymed about his grievances against Trump is what Eminem is supposed to do. Exactly. Fuck going on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah. Yep.
Really, that's what he's supposed to do. That's his art. That's his outlet. That's how he communicates. So to me, he's speaking for a lot of us, but he's doing it in a way that only he can, and as he should. Eminem has a voice that's going to reach millions of people. Exactly. He's got millions of fans worldwide. And while he might not be saying anything particularly new or that stuff we don't already feel, his voice counts for a lot.
He used that.
And he's dope. Yeah. So it's not just like some rapper,
Yeah.
which is most of us going, yeah, we don't like Trump. It's Eminem, multi-million, platinum selling, and he's white. We can't forget that.
Yeah.
He's safe.
I think
he's
exactly that. The
You
last
can't
line when he
forget that.
drew the line,
That's a huge statement.
that is huge.
But let me
Because
speak.
in the sand,
At this point, he does
Is there
have an
sand in
album
Detroit?
dropping next month, right?
Listen,
He
but,
didn't draw a line
but
in the sand, though.
at
In the
this,
sand,
he
he
drew
drew a
this
line.
line in the sand, knowing he has an album drop next
Right.
month,
Yeah.
and he doesn't give a fuck if they don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Here's
crazy.
the thing, though, bro. Real talk. At the end of the day, it really is entertainment, right? You don't go viral for no reason. People are entertained by this. And he knows his status, and it'll go
And he
viral.
used it.
Now, here's the thing. He's
could've
got an
just dropped
album
bars,
coming
though.
out, and
Always.
that's fair. Even if he goes, look, total marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Still, there's so many different things you can do to market yourself.
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
decided to take a stance against something that means a lot to all of us.
Actually.
And I'm willing to believe that Marshall Mathers, the person, believes what Eminem rapped in that
Exactly.
verse.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
So-
it wasn't a marketing play.
If you
No.
could
He
even
was
because
passionate
actually,
about
No.
if you
I
look
believe
at
it.
Out of breath,
if you
and
look
he
at
was
it,
just like.
No, here's the
if you
thing.
look the
Here's
same way, the same
yeah,
way they said Colin Kaepernick when he first started going on his knee, they were saying it was a marketing because he's a second-string quarterback and he's not getting no attention, and his contract's coming up.
Look, man.
he's using that. In the end,
Where is he at now?
look how he used it. I don't give a fuck if it's marketing. He used it for that sense. That's
Right,
wicked. to
and-
me.
and
I was hoping David
that's
was going to be
wicked.
here to
and it's
chime
made
in on this, but-
and it's made an impact on people, right? So no matter how you slice it, any celebrity who's in a position to use his or her platform to say something and it benefits their career is still saying something
Yeah.
because it's going to still impact us. You may or may not buy Eminem's album, but we'll still be talking about what he had to say or what our opinions are of Trump and the way he's leading the states and what's going on as a result, because that's an important enough topic to discuss. Sure. And so whether it is a marketing ploy or it's not, or it's a mix of both, it doesn't even matter, because someone like
I
him,
think that's a byproduct of
the
it.
Colin Kaepernicks, the Eminems of the world, really are the people who should be saying something. Because real
Exactly.
talk, bro, and there has been people, like the Michael Moores, and people who will use their ability to win an award, take the time to, instead of do a speech, make a comment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's important to do
Jesse
that.
Williams.
If you have, yes, exactly, because let's be honest, some people are listening to certain people
Yep.
more than, I don't know how many people Danny O impacts, but I know enough to know that when I have the opportunity to speak, I'm going to use it to say something that's actually dear to me, because I think anyone who's a fan of my music knows that's what my music's about.
Right.
So if I do have an issue that I need to speak on, then I will use my platform, because even if it sells me a few more records or gets a few more fans, at the end of the day, I actually do really mean what I have to say.
Exactly.
Or in his case, maybe lost him some fans, but did it
And,
regardless.
and here's the thing, really, what would he care?
No, of course,
It's
of
true.
course.
At this
But
point,
the- at
Still,
his-
but even
but
still,
to
Jay-
say it,
well-
to say, listen, you're a fan of mine, but go fuck yourself.
Right.
If you're gonna stand with him.
I
But truly, that's Eminem. Like that's
of
Eminem.
course,
Like
of
if
course.
Eminem,
It fits-
at
yeah,
the same time, if
absolutely.
Eminem didn't do this, what is he doing? He's not.
Well,
he's-
listen, I
he's
wanted to
changed.
comment on something because I mentioned him being white earlier. And here's the thing, right? Especially, I'm probably the only one in the room who can speak on this. Like, as someone of mixed race, okay, growing up, especially, this is another thing I love about Scarborough, I wish I said before that I'll say now. Scarborough is very multicultural. There is a lot of black people and white people and Asians and brown, and everyone's in Scarborough. So for me growing up, I already came into an existence where I went to school, work, everything, where everyone was there. And I've always felt a great respect for all people. It's just natural for me. And maybe, I don't think this has to do with being mixed, but maybe being mixed is like, you can't really hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm part of, there's a lot of things that make me up. So the idea of being prejudiced against any one person makes no sense considering what I'm created from.
Exactly.
You feel me? Now, that being said, you know, when you look at the Trumps of the world and what's going on.
Are there Trumps of the world?
Yes.
Because he is fucking.
Because
No,
here's
because
the point.
special
He
case,
brought
though.
No,
his
no.
followers.
Here's the
out.
point,
No,
bro.
I know.
Emo, here's the real point. Yes, because the Trumps of the world also are representative of his followers. There are people
of
who,
course, yeah.
the more bullshit he says that make people like us go, there's no way he can be president, and then he becomes president. There's no way he's going to stay president, and he keeps. They support him. The more shit he says that we hate, his supporters love. So he could literally come out. He said this himself. He could shoot someone in
Yeah,
Central.
that was during his
Right.
run.
Yo, if
For his-
Donald
to get
Trump
elected.
today,
What did he say?
he said that
I
if
can
he,
go into a crowd,
Times Square or
Times
something,
Square or something,
and shoot somebody,
and
and he
nothing
wouldn't
would
lose
happen.
a
He
vote.
wouldn't lose a vote.
And he was right.
This is when he's running.
And he was right. If Donald Trump today held a press conference and said, you know, my fellow Americans, I have to tell you, man, it would be great if we could get rid of all these niggers.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now
They'd be getting
that
shut up.
every single one of his supporters would love him that much more. And what Trump has done is expose these people for who they are, which is why, going back to the point I think I was trying to make, is that Eminem being in the position that he is, as a white man, as a heralded, respected lyricist within hip-hop, it's necessary for him and his fans, or people like him, not just fans, but honestly, people who are not of color,
Actually,
to say we agree that equality amongst all people is something that should be at the forefront of what it is that we're fighting for, as opposed to continuing to section people off the way Trump has done, to say we don't want Muslims in the country, and the way he's regarding the Puerto Rico disaster, and Mexicans crossing the border.
that was
and
terrible.
it's so obvious how much hate he has.
That was terrible. The
He
whole
was
thing
like,
in Puerto
oh,
Rico.
oh,
Dude,
That was
it wasn't
terrible.
so bad. Here's
He's
a few
there with,
Band-Aids.
he's there with leaders. He's there with leaders of the country.
Jump shots. You see him doing his jump shots.
Can we talk about how he
and his
we
supporters.
talked about the president of the Virgin Islands?
Oh,
Not
God.
knowing he's the president
That's
of the
you,
Virgin
bro.
Islands.
And here's the thing. The four of us can sit here all day and talk about what an asshole he is and what a moron. But my point is, for every single reason that we have to go, he's nuts, his supporters go, I love him that much more. So this is why Eminem's rant/verse, freestyle, it's not freestyle, but what, you know what I'm saying, is so important, because he's hitting so many people who, people like us, who can talk about this all day, we're not going to hit them. And other, not just hip-hop fans, other whites, other people, not even part of the United States, can go, here's someone taking a stand against something that maybe I wasn't paying attention to as much as I should have. The fact that Eminem has made this point is making me go, okay, I get it now. And to me, because I'm not willing to look at hip-hop as a black, white, and all this, it's everybody.
Yeah.
It really is. I have no problem with Eminem taking that stance. Because number one, if you just want to look at it from a hip-hop perspective, he's amazing. Number two, what did he have to say? I fully agree with. So, you know,
Why were people?
Come
why
on,
were people shitting on it though?
Now,
I thought-